Welcome back to action from North versus South. We're at the BORC just outside of Bloemfontein, and the 5-second board's about to go up for our ladies category now. Big field of ladies, great to see that as they come heading down toward turn 1. Is it going to be Kayla Roth looking for the whole shot? She's trying to get on the inside line, but not quite finding it yet to go high and wide into turn 1, which is allowing the 202 of Minky Kaywood to come through. Kaywood has got the whole shot. She leads out over Ivana Fenter. Kayla Roth coming through there for third, and then Jessica Osner just on their tail. But as they come through there over the big jump for the first time, you can see a couple of riders just getting in the way there of what could potentially be the champion for the day. On the number 1 gas there, Kayla Roth. There's the pack starting to sort themselves out there. Keep an eye out as well on Marlinka Zurich, who's joined us for the first time at this North versus South. Great to have her here. Oh, is that Roth? Roth down. Yes, Kayla Roth crashes out. That's going to give a huge advantage there to Minky Kaywood, Ivana Fenter, and Osner. Will they be able to take advantage of that and get away? The idea is once that rider goes down, try and get away as quickly as possible. Also saw Misha Bierkes coming through there as well on the 17. Roth is back up and riding. She's got a bit of work to do now. You can see the number 1 plate there in about, about 9th place there, just ahead of Dakota Krobler. So some work to do now for the number 1 rider. What's going to happen at the front end? Minky Kaywood's board, I'm sure, would have told her she now leads out, and she's got quite a big margin. Can she keep that margin all the way through? Doesn't look like it. Yo! How fast has Kayla Roth closed that gap down? She's already got through there on Jessica Osner, and it's got up to 3rd place. So she's hunting down Ivana Fenter. Fenter hangs on for now. But here comes Roth. That is the gap. It's hardly anything there you can see. And, well, there you go. Even closer now as we get them in shot together. Roth on the inside. Fenter's going to have no answer. Roth goes onto the step. Just gets through. Now, what has that pit board told the 202? Minky Kaywood. How far back is Roth? Well, there you can see it. Not that far. Unbelievable, hey? Almost a sort of Michael Cox style ride here from Kayla Roth. We saw on numerous occasions Cocky used to go down in the first lap, get up and still win the race. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to be happening here. 110 there, Emily Pinar having a fantastic day in the saddle. Good to have her out there as well, along with Catherine Mostert and Gabriella Orderfield, all fighting for just outside the top 10. Roth is at the front, coming up on Gabriella right now as we were talking about that. Coming through there on Dakota Krobler as well. Nice to see the Kawasaki there. Well, she's normally a Kawasaki mounted rider, this time out on a Honda. They're changing allegiance there ever so slightly. Didn't tell me about that one, Dakota. Nice to see these ladies all fighting hard. And what a great battle there is there as well. Tasman Klucker involved as well. Unfortunately, Chloe Rhea's gone down. Wow, the Rhea's have had a tough day today. Mario went down earlier on, and now Chloe goes down as well. Well, this lady's been down the road. She's crashed out. She's got back to the front, and she now leads by a huge advantage onto the final lap. Kaywood and Fenter are going to have to fight it out for 2nd place. Who's going to get it? Right now, it looks like it's going to be Minky who's going to hang on for this heat. Could potentially be choppy and changing between her and Fenter, though, onto the 2nd heat later on in the day. 3rd place at this stage is Fenter. But no one has an answer to this gas. It's now, I think it's a 7-time SA champion coming up potentially at the end of the season for Kayla Roth. She's certainly going to be looking for a championship here, the North versus South title for the ladies class, and to try and get some more points in the bag for her province. Fenter comes through for 3rd, hangs on for now, just behind Kaywood. But the gaps are big enough, and Roth comes through comfortably in the end to win out that heat and win out overall as well, ahead of Minky Kaywood by 6 points. Fenter's in 3rd, ahead of Jess Osner. Kelly Bietka comes through for 5th, ahead of Marlinka Zurich, and Misha Bierkes in 7th. We now move on to our biggest field of the weekend, 125 high school and seniors combined. 39 riders in the gate. Oh man, this is good stuff. Who's going to have what it takes here? Remember, we've got senior riders in Grant Ferrix, Sean Struckenheider, James Lottering, and Reinhard Grunenkamp taking on the usual contenders. Ryan Adler, Blade Tilley, Damien Fenter, Ronald Graven, Aidan Sappy, Blake Osner, Blake Frost. Here we go down into turn 1. Who's got what it takes to get the whole shot? The guys running high and wide for the... Look at that. They're just fanning up. It's an entire pack. It's almost 7 abreast there. And eventually they come onto the inside line. And a big crash. Oh, a whole bunch of riders involved there. One of them is Struckenheider. He's gone down by the looks of things, unfortunately, there. It looks like Griff and Vake also having a bit of a problem. Oh, aerial material. Thank you, Toby. Going over that big jump. That's what we wanted to see. The big 125s in full flight. All 17 of them in the air at the same time. On the very first start here for 125s, our biggest field of the weekend. Keeping an eye to see what's happening at the front end. This is the mid-pack. You can see there's a big spread there between Vierpier Free State, KwaZulu-Natal, and Gauteng. They're all fighting hard. Kind of expected to see, is it the 100 out front? It is. So Grant Frericks has got the whole shot and starting to open up a bit of a margin now. Can he get away there from the likes of Blade Tilley, the likes of Ryan Adler? Those are the two contenders, I think, at this point in time. But you can see not too far behind them is Damien Fenter and Ronald Graven. Aiden Safi in the mix too, as they come through to complete the first lap in anger. And man, was it an angry lap. Brilliant stuff. It's Motocross 101 out front with Grant Frericks showing this field how to do things on a 125. Disappearing slightly there, leading overall, but also leading out in the senior side of the 125 class. Up over the big tabletop here, past the Motel stand and the Pirelli boys. Great to have Bikewise in the house as one of our associate sponsors. They're a big supporter of this category, Inland Championship, the Northern Interprovincial Championships, and of course North versus South. In the mix there, trying to make sure that everybody's got what they need in case of emergencies when you arrive at a big event like this. Jordan DeLange just putting the wheel down wrong there. Looks like his foot stuck under the bike, might need a bit of assistance. Those riders are not going to help him. He just looks at them as they go past, going, come on guys, help me out there. Damien Fence has moved up into the top 3. And now, with all the mud, they're just going to have to pick up on the riders as they go past. And it looked like it was Ethan Lowe and Blake Frost that were hunting each other down there. Back up once again here with Turby giving us an aerial material shot here of these 125s as they fight it out on the step down. Look at that. That's a great shot, actually. Showing how big that step down is from an aerial point of view. On the bike, when you drop on the other side of that jump, it is a huge drop-off. Not affecting this man whatsoever. Frericks is in the house, and he's here to do business. But all of a sudden, looks like he might be being closed down there by Adler. Yeah, Ryan Adler has closed that gap down slightly. So all of a sudden, we have got a two-way fight. It's senior versus high school. The top 2 in each of those classes are now 1 and 2 on track. Not too far behind them, by the looks of it, is Blade Tilley. Blade Tilley coming into the mix there. You can see a couple of the guys who've got a little bit of extra roost there from the wet track. They put some water down just before these guys got out. Oh, that's a big one. Rider down, holding there. 2 riders down, in fact. That's a big biddy. So didn't quite get the numbers there. Let's see if we can pick up on the numbers. No, one of them is a gas rider. So it looks like a little bit of issues there for these 2. And one of our cameramen actually having to help out there to get the riders out of harm's way. But eventually the flag would come out there for them. And, of course, Marburn would have been in the house there to make sure that both those riders were okay. Top 2 now equidistant apart. Moving slightly away there from Tilly, slightly away from Aiden Safi. And the 114 there of Damien Fenter. As I said, Safi is in the mix for the Free State. We saw how big that team was. And they're certainly doing a great job here on home soil. Fighting hard with Blake Osner, 29, Blake Frost, Ethan Lowe, not too far behind that. 4-5-7, well, it's a good run there from Trevor Howell, but not quite in the top 10 there from Howell, but a nice slow-mo shot here of a couple of riders. That's how you do it. Oh, lovely stuff, Damien Fenter. Thanks for that one, buddy, as we get on to the last lap. Nice aerial material, side-on shot there of that big jump at the back end of BORC. We're into the closing stages now, and we're looking at the battle for what is going to be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. And there's nothing in it between those Free State and KwaZulu-Natal riders. Out front, though, no worries at all for the top 2. Oh, a little shortcut there for one of the riders. Just getting bumped off the track. I think he might have had a problem, which is why he just turned right at the exit point of the step down. Fenter looking for a top 3 overall. 101 comes through. In fact, Adler coming through there ahead of Grant. So Ryan Adler getting through there, but doesn't really matter because they are scoring separately. So in the 125 class, it is Ryan Adler from Blade Tilley. Damien Fenter beats out Ronald Graven. It's Aiden Safi, Blake Osner, and Blake Frost at top 7. And then in the senior side of the 125s, Motocross 101 coming from the 101 of Grant Frericks, beating out Sean Struckenheider. But we saw he had a bit of a problem right at the start. Lottering in 3rd and Breedenkamp for 4th. Join us after the break for our final bit of action from North versus South here in Bloemfontein.